Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Toni-ann Does Her Hair because she thinks you're going to think she's bald, but obviously you know that she's not bald now.
I know, but I can't be the only person that feels like if you're on camera with a ponytail, like, you look bald.
Okay, but also if you do your hair one more time after this, I'm hanging
Okay,
up.
okay, no. We're gonna do a normal ponytail. It's been addressed to the masses. And also, like, this bump's out of control. I've also
You made
realized
it
that, like,
worse because you keep playing with it and it's making it worse.
okay, we can start talking. Only like 4 people watch the video anyway. It's fine. Most people are only gonna hear us through their podcast streaming service, so it's fine. Just ignore what I'm doing with my hair right now. Anybody
Okay,
who is watching
anyway,
this.
I'll start with what's in my china since I've already eaten all of the whipped cream out of it. I have another hot chocolate and another Ariel mug. I think the next few,
Wow.
this is like a hand-painted one.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys, not gonna zone out on it today. But I think I'm just gonna like for the month of December be a hot chocolate connoisseur, with a different mug each week.
I know. I was thinking as we were making drinks because I have tea again. In my This is Toni-ann's Hallmark Christmas movie watching mug.
Very
To be
festive.
honest, I don't watch that many Hallmark movies, but it is a cozy Christmas one. I don't know who got
Well, we
this one.
used to, and then we became adults and we downgraded our cable packages. And
Yeah. And now Netflix makes enough like Hallmarky kind of movies that you really could just say
right,
Netflix. But
exactly.
it is very cute. And I was thinking as I was making my tea, I'm like, I know Jess is gonna have a hot chocolate. And how what's in your china has evolved, like already in the year that we've been doing this, that we
I
used
know.
to always be like trying to outdo each other with like fancy cocktails, and now we're like tea, hot chocolate.
But now it's
Totally.
like it's cozy weather right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like our drinks emulate the seasons. Like in the summer
That's
we
true.
like we'll have we have cozy drinks in the winter. That's just how it has to be.
Yeah. And we'll get back to our cocktails in the summer, I guess.
Right. Um, okay. I'm gonna go first with my ridiculous thing because the most ridiculous thing actually happened, which
Oh,
is I had a 1% chance of winning my fantasy football game last
oh,
night. I was down by by halftime I needed 25 more points for me to win. Like I had a 1% chance at halftime last night and I
wow.
woke up this morning and I won by 4 points.
Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
one guy went off.
Thank you to Jameer Chase and Jameer Chase only. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, he went
Oh,
off.
maybe it's Jamar. I said
I think it's
Jameer, and
Jamal.
then as I was saying it, I was like, I think it's Jamar. But okay, shout out to you, Jamar Chase. I meant to call him out on Twitter and thank him personally for letting me win. So now, round one of the playoffs is your co-host versus each other in the playoffs.
No, I was trying to figure out because I clicked it, like it shows us in the brackets. And if you
Yeah.
lost that, you would have been in the toilet bowl. That got you the 6th spot.
Right, literally, like I needed to win that game
Yeah.
because me and Lauren were going back and forth for the last spot.
Yeah.
And I won 131.02 to 127.84.
Yeah, it's a close one.
It was so
Well,
close.
thank you, Jamar Chase, as you said.
And 2 people on my team got 0 points.
I was creeping your score because I wanted to see who I was playing next week. So I was like creeping on the other scores. I usually don't care about anything except my own game, but I was just like
But like, in
looking.
what world does Bryce, is it Bryce? No, Braylon Allen on the Jets get more
Oh,
points than the tight end on the Bears and the wide receiver on Green Bay? Okay, maybe the tight end on the Bears, like, he doesn't get a lot of points, but he's one of like my flex players because he can either have like a really good game or just like a mediocre game.
oh God. Oh God. She's joking.
But Reed on the Green Bay Packers gets me points every week.
Need 0. Goose eggs.
0. Anyway, so that was quite ridiculous. like
You
quite
ended the
ridiculous.
regular season in 6th place. I ended the regular season in 3rd place. Not too shabby.
Is this your second year making it to the playoffs? 2 years playing and 2 years in the playoffs? Well done. Well done.
You know what? I'm not the best manager, obviously, because I haven't won yet, nor have I been in 1st place. But I feel like I do pretty well for myself, you know?
Honestly, it's very hard to win. Like,
It's
I've
very
been playing
to look.
I've been playing for years, and I don't think I've ever come in first. I've come in second 2 times.
Mhm.
But it's not easy because, like, in the event of this week, I put the Bills defense in last week. So I kept them in this week because they had a great game last week. And then they got -4 points this week.
Defenses are a wash, always.
Defenses are so unpredictable and annoying. So anyway, that was that. That's my ridiculous thing. I had no business winning that game, but I'm glad that I did.
Yep. And we will, and that's the thing about fantasy too. I'm getting used to, like, you could look at, like, week in and week out, you could, like, look at who you're playing and be like, okay, I have, like, a decent chance to win this. Like, I feel like playoffs, all bets are off because it's like, who's hurt, who's back from bye, like, who has
Right.
a shitty matchup. It's like you work all year to make, like, a nice roster for your team, and then, like, it doesn't even matter, like, at the end of the day. Like, annoying. Because, like you said, you had people that consistently put points up for you and then score 0 points all of a sudden.
Right.
Thing, people that I'm like, okay, I'm finally going to bench you. Like last week when I finally dropped the Jets defense, picked up some other streaming defense that was supposed to have a good matchup. I think it was like the Bucks or something.
And then this week they went off the Jets defense.
The Jets had like 18 points on defense. I'm like, are you kidding me? So you just never know. But I'm looking forward to our pod off. We'll see what happens. I got kicked out. I did get into the playoffs last year, but I was knocked out first round. So no offense to you. I'm hoping that I could beat that this year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. Mm-hmm. And I haven't been having a great season, so maybe I'll get lucky.
You never know. But
right.
That is
what ridiculous thing do you have?
I have recently people know that I have like kind of like an obsessive personality. Like when I like something, I like go full in on it. I downloaded this random game on my phone the other day. It's a bingo game. Like it's called like Bingo Blitz.
Is it one of those bingos that you can get paid for playing?
No, it's not. It's not even real money. It should have been. The amount I've been playing this bingo game is like out of control.
No, I feel that way with a Royal Match. Like, you know, the Save the King ads.
I always see with the king. I always see those ads.
I play it. Don't you worry. It's basically
because
like
games have no ads, so it's like addicting. Like you just keep going.
And then they give you free lives for like a certain amount. The other night, I think I had free lives for 3 hours.
Yeah,
I played it for 3 hours. Yeah. I'm like, why can't I get paid? Like, why can't I get paid for this? Why can't I get paid to sit on my couch and play Royal Match?
I know. The reason I downloaded this game was because it was on Fetch Play. So like my newest thing, and now like I download those Fetch games that get you like Fetch points. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'll download this. It's just bingo. Like, and because there's no ads, I literally lay in my bed for hours at night playing the stupid bingo game. And I get so mad at it because I'm always like, it's anybody who's played bingo with me in real life knows how upset I get when I'm like 1 or 2 away and like I don't win. That's every single goddamn game on this game. Like
that's for so funny.
50, like no, maybe not 50. For like every 30 games of bingo I play on this app, I won maybe once. It's like so frustrating.
Yeah, like no. The problem with like Royal Match is that like Candy Crush, it has the things that, you know, grow and whatever. Like it has like all these different things, but then you get stuck on this super hard level and like you'll be playing it and playing it, and then all of a sudden, like you have one thing left to clear.
Yeah.
After like 20 minutes, and you're like, I almost got it, and then you get sucked back in, and then you get nowhere near almost winning again.
I literally sit here with this bingo game, and I go, okay, because they go like by like city, like they're like it's like a city tour one. So it's like now I'm up to like Dublin or something like that, and like each has a photo album of like 5 photos. So if you get 5 photos, like you like 5 bingos, you know
go to the next
album. So I always say to myself, like, okay, I need one more photo. So like after I get this last photo for Dublin, like I'm done for the night.
And then it never happens.
And it just never happens. So you're still playing there. Like, oh, anyway, this is so pointless. But it's just, again, I'm so obsessive that I just took this running. And now I'm trying to play it while I'm doing like other things, like while I'm working, like while I'm watching a TV show, like while I'm even sometimes like playing Fortnite, like while the game of Fortnite loads up, like I'm playing bingo. I'm like so overstimulated. It's like out of control. Okay.
That's hilarious.
I think I need to put that parental controls thing on my phone where like after a certain amount of like an hour
I literally tried to do that to myself.
It like locks the app. I think I need to do that.
I tried to do that to myself, honestly. It didn't really work. But I have one thing that can like kind of be like a ridiculous topic, but I've never actually like been in one.
Okay.
Have you seen people you know getting into these self-driving cars?
No, I thought that was only like in like California.
No, well, they are in California and they're like in other places. And I only know that because 3 different people that I've gone to high school with have now taken videos in these self-driving cars and they've put them on Instagram. And I'm literally like, I get anxious watching their stories.
Where are they doing this? In Jersey?
No. One person was definitely in California, I think. Yeah. The other person was traveling somewhere, and I want to say they were in, like, Arizona or Texas. But I don't know. It was, like... But either way, I've seen 3 people. I could see where the one that posted it today that made me make this note, like, where he was. But I literally... They give me, like, anxiety just watching people be in the car.
We wanted self-driving cars.
Future. I didn't. I don't need that.
I feel like I've seen a lot of things about accidents happening with those.
This guy's in San Francisco.
Makes sense. That's where I would think they all are, because it's like Silicon Valley, like whatever. But like that's where the company is that probably made them. But I know that I feel like whenever I see them on TikTok, it's like about like people like trapped in them, like they're trying to get out and like they can't because like the doors are locked because they're driving. Yeah, I'm not ready for AI and technology to do that for me.
No, I'm petrified of AI technology anyway, so I just had to like share this phobia that I have of them, and I need people to stop going in them so that like what happens if like a self-driving car comes, like do you have an option to not get in the car? Like can you request like a new, like is it Uber? Like what is it?
No, I think it's its own company, so it's like
I would. So you don't have to get
requesting it. You know that there's not gonna be a driver that shows up.
Okay, well that's what I felt like. Like, do you request an Uber and then this shows up and like there's no driver?
I feel like we should start this with like food delivery before we like actually have people inside them.
Right. Like, no, I don't like it.
We have to stop. Also in California, they have those little like DoorDash robots that like drive around on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Those poor things, they're always like getting stuck somewhere and somebody's like rescuing them or something. So imagine that. I can't be in a car if it's the same technology.
Right. That's what I don't know. It's nerve-wracking. I don't like it. I don't want to be involved.
No, I'm
Please don't come to the East Coast.
No.
Okay. Anyway, that's that.
We have a lot to cover this week.
We do.
I also thought of one major one that we need to address that I didn't put in here. I'm going to add it now because it's not time to bring it up yet. But what else can we talk about? What happened last week? Just follow up from our podcast from last week. I did on Friday come to Jess's Hallmark town and attend the Christmas Jubilee.
You did.
We went for a girls' night, me, her, and the kid. And it was quite a fun time.
Yeah, it was. We had a good time. It was a girls' night. It was like baby's first girls' night. We went to dinner. We watched them light the tree. We saw Santa. We got hot chocolate. And then we made some ornaments.
Yeah, it was very cute. I mean, not to be disappointed to everybody who's asking, but I did not find my Hallmark man.
We didn't find my Hallmark man. You know what I thought of this morning? The thing is that there was no like, you need the small business owner's son to be like working in the store and just be a total Scrooge. Like that, maybe we needed to go into more stores and find the Scrooge.
Maybe because we did go into one, but it was like nice ladies that kept helping us. Like,
yeah, they were great. I would have bought the whole store.
we went into one place because there was a couple of stores that had hot chocolate stations, and like the lady offered me Bailey's the minute I walked in with my hot chocolate. Like, great time, but unfortunately, it was not a grumpy sunshine man. Yes.
No.
It was also
Also,
freezing.
I also wanted to point out that on Friday night, I was telling Toni-ann, and I don't know, I don't know if this is a worldwide thing, but on the news, they're only talking about them being in New Jersey. But I told Toni-ann about the drones happening in New Jersey, and if nobody's heard about them, there's like these drones flying around New Jersey. Nobody knows who owns them. Some of them are like now crashing into like fields. I don't really know. It's very bizarre. And you could go down a rabbit hole with it. But my favorite thing to do while I'm driving the car with my husband is like look for the drones because you catch up to them, obviously, because they're not planes. But when you're standing like on the ground and looking up, it is very hard to tell the difference between a drone and a plane. So here's Toni-ann not believing me about the drones.
Well,
And I'm telling her how it's on the news, and she's like, "What are you watching, News 12?" And I'm like, "No, like literally, it's been on World News Tonight with David Muir for a week straight." So like,
now
I
see
know
it. Now it's gotten to TikTok now, so now I see the news story.
it's gotten to TikTok because now they're like so they were in like Somerset and like Morris County and Sussex County, and now they're kind of like migrating down to Monmouth County and Ocean County. So like it's just they're taking over the drones.
Yeah. And I think they're getting worried because as it gets closer to Manhattan, then they're like, okay, maybe we should actually like pay attention and figure out these
Yeah,
are.
but I don't know if it like again, I really don't know whose they are. Like, and who knows if they're even like something to be worried about, like whatever. The FBI is basically like, tell us if you see them. Like, we're all telling you we see them, like do something. But also, like in New Jersey, there's so many military bases also. So like that's a big thing. But then I was like reading comments on some of the stuff on like posting and things like that.
You could just say
And
your
one of
Facebook page.
no. This was like a Jersey, like a East Coast Jersey news or something like that. And some lady was saying that like apparently like they were like they could be like scouting the area because they were over Trump National for a little bit too in the beginning, like before they were getting traction on the news. And but they were saying that like he wants like drones as part of his security detail. So like but like what does he need drones for? I don't really know. Like it's kind of crazy, but also like Elon Musk is in his cabinet. So like maybe they're Elon's. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe it's just people that just realize that more people are getting away with flying drones, so they're like, yeah, I'll put mine up there too. Like, why
Yeah,
not?
but they're like 6 feet, like they're huge, like they're bigger than like your regular normal drone. Anyway, I'm just obsessed with looking in the sky for them, and 9 times, like 86% of the time, it is not a drone. And
I basically was calling her a conspiracy theorist on Friday.
right,
because
and I was
I
like,
didn't
no.
hear the news story yet, so she's like, look at all those drones up in the sky, and I'm like, those are just planes. And it was like pitch black out already at that point, so I'm like, those are just planes, Jess. And she's like, no, they're drones. That's too fast to be a plane. We're not that close to Newark. And I'm like, do you realize that like we're actually only like 8 minutes from Newark on a plane?
No, but I do want to say that like after that night, like then on Saturday night, I was watching, and there are a lot of planes that do come through. But the difference is they have different blinking patterns, and the airstream is different to Newark than that was. So yes, it could have been a plane. Some of them might have been planes, but I do think that one or two of them were drones when I was pointing them out. But you just were discouraging me, so I stopped.
Yeah, you were sounding a little tinfoil hat, so I had to put an end to it. But
it's okay. Anyway, I'm glad that you got caught up with the times.
We are. And also in breaking news about, the FBI saying if you see something, say something. What happened this week with the Luigi assassin that everyone has the hots for? Everyone's on his side. I mean, the guy died.
This is the
Nobody
thing.
really seems
Like,
to care.
I understand that we really have a lot of gripe with the healthcare
I do.
in America.
I have
all of us.
All
of us do. All of us do. But this man and his children and his wife did not deserve to have him killed point blank on the street. Let's just first and foremost say that. Secondly, this man doesn't think that like he did anything wrong. Like he was like outbursting while he was getting taken into jail today or into wherever they were going for his hearing. And I just think it's hilarious that he got arrested in a McDonald's.
And can you talk about the fact that the woman, the McDonald's worker who called 911 and gave him up, her name is like out there now, and like she's getting more like threats and like doxing than the murderer. Like
Yeah,
people are like more upset at her than him.
it's really honestly insane, and it's sad that like I get like no, I don't actually get it, but this is America. We're obsessed with true crime, but like we cannot glorify this guy. You can't. I'm sorry, you can't.
It's just
You
because
can't. It's just a
one,
bizarre
it's like
story. Like
I
the
know
whole story is a rabbit hole.
the internet's really like just it's like the ocean gate, like when the submarine like exploded. Like
Right.
when it comes to rich people, like America and the internet has like no sympathy. Like,
Right. I
and I
do
feel
think it
bad. It
is
is a man that has a family, and
right.
but at the same time, like he's killed a lot of people with just indirectly.
How long has he
So
been on the CEO though for? Like has he been the CEO for
like
a long time?
4 years,
Okay.
like from before COVID, I think.
Mm. Okay.
So
Well, listen, you know what?
maybe I'm wrong, but I think
Not
so.
everybody is great at their job, and that's that.
Right, so
But
you deserve to get fired, not shot.
right.
I agree.
The other thing that's crazy about it is that I think like the second half of this story that's funny is that the same day that the CEO of United is shot and killed, that Anthem decides we're not going to cover your
Oh yeah.
anesthesia maybe for your entire surgery. So the entire internet is like outraged, and now they're blasting the CEO of um
Anthem.
of what is it called? Anthem. They're blasting her picture all over the internet, which at the time they deserve to be like that. You deserve to be bullied for, because who are you to say any of that? And
Yeah.
then you know what happened the next day? They
Like,
were
never
like,
mind.
never mind, we're not going
Yeah.
to do that, because they got scared. You know what? And I think that every single person, I saw so many people being like, sometimes corporate bullying is necessary. And in that regard, it is. Why couldn't we just corporate bully every single major healthcare
Also,
organization?
before he was caught, before it was a McDonald's employee that gave him up, also that same day, the McDonald's CEO came on the internet in a video to announce that they were bringing snack wraps back.
I know. Like, what in the world? And then I saw a meme and it was so bad. It was like, someone gets killed, snack wraps go away. I don't remember who it was. Like, somebody got murdered and the snack wrap went away. And now it was like, CEO gets murdered, snack wrap
Was it
comes
Harambe?
back.
I don't know, but
Yes, it was Harambe. That was it.
the whole world went down to shit when Harambe died.
It was like
Happened.
Harambe dies, snack wrap disappears, and then it was like CEO dies, snack wrap reappears.
I just, again, it comes down to, am I happy this man was murdered? Do I think that this man, like, no, it's horrible. But I cannot help but enjoy a good internet meme in the same way that the Titanic Ocean Gate became like a huge meme. This is too. Like, I can't even tell you how every one of my TikToks today is like somebody editing like a thirst trap video of him because everybody
Yeah,
thinks he's
I
like
saw that.
attractive.
That was
Like,
literally on World News. They were like, this man was arrested, and now the internet is making like all these videos about him.
yeah,
Like,
like I've seen so many edits of like Mario and Luigi, like Luigi this cartoon going like and killing someone, like the most craziest shit.
yeah,
But
I don't know. He seems
yeah.
it just seems crazy, and I think like his background and all of it. Like, I just need to know. I need all the answers. I need it. I need somebody someone in the true crime podcast world. Please make a podcast
I
about
also
this.
want to know if more's gonna come out about if anybody else is working with him or like if he always planned on getting caught, because who 2 days later is in a different state eating at a McDonald's and you still have the gun on you?
Right. It was
Like
stupid. The whole thing was
amateur
dumb.
hour.
Like, is he gonna be deranged? Like I don't understand at all. Honestly.
So we will have to see the Luigi updates. But of course, this man's name is
Yeah.
Luigi. Like, of course. And yes, again, we are not condoning murder on this podcast, but it did have to be talked about. It is a pop culture moment.
Yeah, no, we had to talk about it. In other international news, Juan Soto is a New York Met.
Woohoo!
Meanwhile, Luigi, not international, just his name.
Not international at all.
My brother also taught my child how to say Juan Soto yesterday. She's doing
Well,
great.
she's gonna have to learn it.
The funny thing is that I think I'm the only Met fan that did not care if we got Juan Soto or not. Like, I literally, when I tell you I did not care, I was like, I feel like we have a good outfield. I don't know if we really need him, like type of thing. Also, like, I swear to God, if Jesse Winker and Jose Iglesias are not back this season, I will riot. I will
forgot
riot.
about Jesse Winker.
No, see, this is the problem. Everybody's so caught up on Juan Soto that I refuse to forget about Jesse Winker and his grills and his vibes. I will not.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Jose Iglesias yet either. I guess those are like so low in the totem pole of like signings right now that like we're not
right. But also,
yet.
like, I'm sorry, but if they don't return, I will be very, very angry.
No, I know. But Juan Soto, I'm very happy we got him. No, do we need him? No. But one, we got to stick it to the Yankee fans. We have more money now.
Right. I mean, for that alone, I mean, for the internet memes alone, I'm here for that.
I think that him and Lindor are going to be so freaking cute, like a dynamic duo. I'm very excited to see that. And it's also gonna, I'm curious to see now, like, we still don't know what Pete Alonso's doing. He's like been silent. I don't know what he's doing. They're gonna focus on pitching now, so I don't think that Pete Alonso is like even a thought right now.
No, we need to get pitchers.
Yeah, so I don't know. And the Yankees picked up Max Fried today on a 2-year contract, which is like a long time for a pitcher, I feel like. But get him out of the NL East, get him off the Braves. I'm good with that. Bye. I have to only play him for 2 Subway Series a year and maybe the playoffs. Like, no, bye. Like, so things are happening in baseball, but yes, we're still waiting on our personality hires, as we like to call them.
Right. Yes. Because I'm sorry, but like Luis Severino leaving last week, like that it broke my heart. And I think it broke my heart because it solidified that like the 2024 Mets are no more.
I know.
And it's just so like I'm really not coping well.
You're just going to have to not only first we got to see what happens with Jose to see if the oh my God sticks around. Because how does that work? Is that like a custody thing? Like now do the Mets always get to use oh my God? Or like does it go with him if he leaves? Like how does that
But that's
work?
what I'm saying. Like he can't leave because we need it. And then like I need him to retire after he's not a Met so that we can continue to use it because I feel like we can't keep it.
And now the Red Sox get to play oh my God. Like it's not
fair.
Like
no. I will I will riot. I will riot.
The sign with him? Like what happens?
No, the sign's in the Hall of Fame.
I know.
He's making a new song, so I feel like we're gonna have a new anthem this year.
He's making a new song?
That's what I heard.
Oh, interesting.
Our little Hannah Montana, I love him so much.
Oh, no. I
love him.
So cute. Yeah, but your daughter, she's gonna have to learn the Soto shuffle. It's gonna be the new thing now.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're really working.
Something that we were so annoyed with for years. Now it's going to become our thing. So stupid how baseball works sometimes.
Yeah, but we like fun things here. So, you know what? Make a new dance, a little one, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We will figure it out.
That was great. We had to discuss, obviously, because the off season, it is the winter meetings, folks. It's about to get hot on the hot stove.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And should we talk about our last topic?
Yes. So finally, in bittersweet news.
Mostly bitter. The Eras Tour has ended and Jessica did not make it there, so I'm pissed. That's that. Tay put out a message though today, so hopefully she'll never sell her tickets on Ticketmaster ever again.
Oh, what'd she say? I missed it.
Hold on. I think it was in my reactions. She put on her story, I think it was. It says, this was from, somebody tweeted this on 12/9/24 at 1:43 p.m. and it says, and it's a screenshot like from her Instagram story. It says, well, it goes without saying, I'm extremely protective of my fans. We've been doing this for decades together, and over the years, I've brought so many elements of my career in-house. I've done this specifically to improve the quality of my fans' experience by doing it myself with my team who cares about cares as much about my fans as I do. It's really difficult for me to trust an outside entity with these relationships and loyalties, and excruciating for me to just watch mistakes happen with no recourse. There are a multitude of reasons why people had such a hard time trying to get tickets, and I'm trying to figure out how this situation can be improved moving forward.
So,
What?
she put this out the day of the pre-sale. This
Oh.
this
I
post.
definitely didn't see it, but that's probably because I was in a depressive state.
Yeah. She
Okay,
put
well,
that
we're
out the
reminding
day
the people that don't.
Ticketmaster went to
We're
shit.
reminding the people that don't know. Okay. I'm not gonna make excuses for anybody because we asked them multiple times if they can handle this kind of band. We were assured they could. It's truly amazing that 2.4 million people got tickets, but it really pisses me off that a lot of them feel like they went through several bear attacks to get them. Several bear attacks were several months, so 2 years at this point. And it's just insane to me, and I mean, it's kind of aggravating that like they couldn't get back all of those bought tickets and like remove them and give them to people that needed them / wanted them / would have given Oregon to be there.
Yeah, but it was very cute how she ended it. She did a really nice couple of mashups the last couple of days.
Yes.
The one of her singing Long Live, and not Long Live, Never Grow Up, and
The best day
with her parents' hysterical
can't
crying
watch it
inside.
can't watch it
Her parents are divorced, and they were literally hugging and consoling each other. And her brother comes in and consoles them at the end too.
I know.
Those
two songs though just really wrecked me, and they wrecked me long before I had children.
Right.
Like as a teenager listening to them, because I'm just like a nostalgic person like that. So can't do it. The first time I heard Never Grow Up Taylor's version was the last time that I listened to Never Grow Up Taylor's version, because I was an emotional basket case to the point where my sister was like, "Why are you crying like somebody just died?" I was like, I literally could not breathe. Like that's how hard I was crying. It was very, very bad.
Yeah. So it was cute. For those who could watch it. And then, I'm one of those idiots. I didn't do the whole night, but the final show was, of course, on Pacific Coast time, because God forbid we get an East Coast show to close it out, Taylor. I tried to stay awake as much as I can, thinking maybe she'd announce something. It's the final tour, like it's the final day. Of course she didn't. And
but don't worry, her birthday's in 3 days, so maybe we'll get something then.
I really just hope for her that she just takes a break. Like,
I know.
Like, the last album only came out in April, and it was a surprise double album. Like, take a break.
Right, but the re-recordings are done, so like if she
They
announces
are done,
that.
but like, how much money you need in a calendar year? Just wait till next year to put them out at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Her taxes are gonna be like rough, man.
Can you imagine being her business manager? Well, that's her dad. But no, can you imagine like being her accountant? How do you do that for rich people like that?
I don't know.
You know who might know that? Luigi. But no, I'm kidding.
Also, I saw something that was like started with Tim McGraw, ended with the manuscript, like for the Surprise Songs, which is like first discography to her, like her first song to her last song, which mastermind Taylor, well done.
So brava, Taylor. Congrats if you watch this.
She doesn't.
Congrats to you. It's crazy to think that literally last Memorial Day, so over 2.5 years ago, is when, over a year and a half ago.
Did you see the lady that went to Foxborough night 1 or night 3 and was pregnant with one child, and then went to like Miami of this year and was pregnant with
so
another kid?
That's a long time. Imagine being the person that actually has to perform. Like I said, she needs to just go on a sabbatical, man. Enjoy the holidays, enjoy your birthday, maybe get engaged, do what you want to do. Not pressuring you.
I feel like post football playoffs, like her.
Yeah, we said that last year too, though. But she was still.
They're gonna go on vacation. I mean, like they'll probably go like they'll have like a nice vacation then.
Didn't they just buy a private island or a house on an island somewhere together in like the Bahamas or something?
No, I think they just went to the Bahamas.
Oh, I thought they bought a house there.
I mean, they probably used it as a headline just as clickbait, but I don't know if they actually bought a house there.
They need it. They deserve it. So
Yeah.
bravo. Yeah. End of an era, pun intended.
You know.
But sorry.
On that sad note, we've run through our topics for the week.
Yeah. I really just we did. I feel like we had so much to talk about. Well, we efficiently went through those just now.
We did. Great segues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some
So
might not make sense to anybody else, but they made sense in my brain. So
I mean, I feel like they rolled with it. They'll understand. I hope that everyone has a great week. We will be back again next week. 3 weeks in a row we're giving you because we're that nice to you. And we're that devoted to you.
We're devoted.
And that's it. That's all I got.
I know. I've also, like, after my fantasy game, after I won, I was like, oh my God, thank God we're recording on a Tuesday and we didn't record last night. Because last night, if we recorded, it would have been just me bitching about my
Yeah, you're right.
team. And tonight it's like, yeah.
Jess told me she couldn't record last night because she had to bake cookies for.
I did bake cookies for work. I did.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just laughing.
Okay, fun fact. We were supposed to, last year we did a cookie exchange, right? So this year, like, let's do the cookie exchange on this day. But we planned it so many weeks ago that I was like, did everybody remember the cookie exchange? And Alec is like, nobody in the office is talking about this cookie exchange except for you. Like, did you remind them? And I was like, no. So we and I walk with my cookies this morning. I was the only one that made them, which is fine. They're out on display for everybody to eat. Everybody loved them. I mean, the sugar cookies. Yeah. But I just did like sprinkled decor. I was not trying to do like the royal icing and all of that. Like nobody had time for that last night. So I made cookies with the baby. She was a great sous chef and had a great time. And it was a nice little family moment. But I was in fact the only one that brought the cookies.
Well, maybe next year, like, try to remind them. So, like, you're not the only one who chose.
Well, this was the thing. I remembered 3 times to remind everybody, and then all 3 times forgot to actually send the email reminding them. And I was like, oh, I never sent that email. I have to make sure I send it today.
Yeah, like a calendar.
Never sent it. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do next year.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway. But that's all she wrote, friends.
Hey, guys. We'll let you go. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye now. I don't know when Toni-ann became a Southern belle, but okay.
Oh, you'll take care now, okay? Okay. Bye.
Hi, friends. Wow, you listened to the whole thing. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platform and share it with your friends. Ratings, reviews, and comments help as well. See you next week. Thanks for being our friend.